Hello, YouTube Nation. This is Brian with Vermillion Enterprises, December 30th, 2025. It is, what a great morning. Had a great workout in this morning. Coffee is flowing. Woke up around, I don't know, 3:30, 3:45. It's like just like pumped, ready to get this day going and super excited for it. And I think it's the last video of 2025. What a crazy year 2025 has been for precious metals. I mean, we really started out the year, I don't really remember what the price of silver was, but retail demand for silver was dead. Like all the way up until maybe 2 months ago. And then when the price started really going up, and then we got above, I would say 50, retail silver buying really started to turn back on a bit. Then we got into the 60s and then the 70s, and retail silver is like really good right now, which is amazing to me because of the price point. So many new people are jumping in, dropping a good chunk of change on it, and it's providing a very interesting time for bullion dealers and coin dealers because we really are kind of struggling to figure out what the buy and the sell premium should be for silver, whether it's junk silver, 999 silver, or silver eagles. And two dealers, local dealers yesterday reached out to me. It's like, what should we even be buying and selling it for at this point? Because we're seeing such big swings in a day now, and demand is good, but people are selling large amounts of silver at the same time, and dealers are afraid to be caught right now taking in large amounts of silver, and then all of a sudden the rug gets pulled out and silver drops significantly. So it's definitely a very interesting time. Crazy year. Volatility in this market this year is probably second to none, at least in the last 20 years. This has just been insane. Up to, what was it, up $8 on Friday, down $8 yesterday, but moved $13 throughout the day yesterday. I think we got up to 83 Sunday night, and then within 24 hours it's back to 72. Just a wild ride, and crazy and fun. Stressful, all of that, all bundled into one. 2026, I don't think is going to be any different. I think we're going to see silver at least north of 50 from here on out. I think we'll definitely see swings. Will we see upward movement to 100? I think so. Will we see some pullback? I think so. But I think it's going to be extraordinarily volatile moving forward. That is for sure. I don't think there's any slowdown in the volatility of silver in the near future. Is it going to keep going up? I think there's going to be an upward trajectory. I do believe that. I'm not saying that just because I want to sell more silver. I honestly do believe that now, given what a lot of the news coming out of the world is, and also the military issues that are popping up across the globe. So yes, I think upward trajectory for silver is the future. However, I think you're going to see noticeable pullbacks at times, and that's due to price manipulation, in my opinion, only. Like we saw over the last, since Friday. I mean, you see movements where we're seeing $8 to $13 movements in a day. To me, that's not organic. Obviously, it is price manipulation by the bankers, but it's more of that to come, is my opinion. So don't be surprised if we see wild swings up and down. Just try to maintain a steady course. If you're thinking about selling silver that you were stacking, and when it was in the teens or the 20s or the 30s, and you're trying to pick your moment, don't get stressed out trying to pick your moment. Okay, you're way up on it. We're seeing $3 and $4 swings on the average now in a day. So you're just picking your moments impossible. Some are going to get lucky, some are going to be a little unlucky. It is what it is, all right? You're way up, so accept the win, all right? Don't worry about a dollar here, a dollar there, because with the volatility in this market, there's no way to get around that. So what are we seeing here right now? We're seeing intense silver retail demand, which is awesome. But we're still seeing massive amounts of silver being dumped on us yet. Yesterday, I'll tell you, we did $102,000 in sales across the counter. Now that's not just silver, that's some gold too. But we had a significant amount of silver dumped on us. One check we wrote yesterday was for $108,000, and it was for 2,300 face and junk. So it's one check covers the entire what we sold across the counter. So it's still a glut of silver coming in, but retail demand is definitely at its highest that it's been in well over a year. That's for sure, which is very exciting, and I think is a sign of things to come. So what does that translate into? That means significant movement on the premiums, and we definitely got some premium updates for you guys and gals after we got out of the Christmas little lull there. So we'll go through that, break that down today. And what else? Okay, so what's going on with gold? All right, so what my shop and a number of other dealers are experiencing right now, and it's a good thing for us, is that there's a significant amount of our older clientele who is dumping their silver on us, but not just cashing out, they're actually converting it into gold. And the reason why they're doing that is because, one, they don't need the money, but they want to maintain a position in precious metals, which I can understand, makes sense to me. But at the same time, when a 100-ounce bar of silver weighs like 7 pounds or whatever, it's not that attractive when you become older to have all this heavy silver. So what we are experiencing here is a number of our older clientele dumping massive amounts of silver but converting it into gold. On Friday, a gentleman sold us a significant amount of silver and converted it into gold. And it completely cleaned me out of US gold, completely cleaned me out of all my graded $20 libs and $20 saints, and completely cleaned me out of all my 1-ounce foreign gold. So that is what we are seeing at this time. And so it's providing interesting movement here in the shop. And sometimes it's stressful, sometimes it's fun, and it's really just like, what do we do moving forward in a way of positioning ourselves with inventory? I am now more convinced than I've ever been that we're definitely going to see high pricing on silver. I wasn't sure that these price points, $50, $60, $70 per ounce were a thing that's here to stay. I do now. So I'm more confident in having a larger position of silver today than I was even last week, definitely compared to a month ago. So it's definitely, it's definitely an interesting time in the business, that is for sure. And it is not a time for the what do I want to say, the weak-stomached people. We're definitely, it's going to be a roller coaster ride. There's going to be significant gains made, and there's probably going to be some significant losses too, especially if you get caught on an upward movement. Friday, silver went up to $79.30 or so, and I saw that, and I dumped 7,000 ounces of silver onto a refinery, got rid of it, cracked out a bunch of old stuff that I was into, a lot less than what it was at the time. We burned through a bunch of silver that came in that day. 7,000 ounces actually came in, so I just dumped that, kept the silver eagles that came in, dumped all the generic silver and foreign silver that I had. And that turned out to be a good deal, right? It dropped back down to 71 yesterday, I think is where it bottomed out. Now it's back to 74. And yeah, what is silver at right now? $74.78 on Kitco right now. Gold is 4,387. So we're seeing significant movement already today. And so it turned out to be a good thing. But, that's the opposite can happen too, right? So we just got to be prepared for that. Hopefully at the end of the year, the ledger shows a positive number rather than a negative number, and we all move forward. So without further ado, let's jump into these premiums. We got some updates, folks, as you can probably expect. So let's do it. All right, folks, as promised, 1 ounce gold coins. We're still paying 99% through the year. All right, so if you got 1 ounce foreign gold coins, such as Maple Leafs, Krugerrands, Kangaroos, Pandas, Australian Nuggets, Britannia's Philharmonics, we will pay 99% of its value. This is some examples that came in yesterday. You got a Yoda coin, 99%. Here's some K-Rands, we paid 99%. We got a Queen's Beast, Canadian Maple Leaf. All this type of material we're going to continue to pay 99% on. That's for 1 ounce. Now, if you have fractional foreign gold or gold bars of any size, we pay 98% on them. Also, raw pre-33 gold, even some graded pre-33 gold. In fact, a lot of pre-33 gold we're paying that's graded, we're paying 98% of melt on. And also the $5 and $10 gold commemorative coins from the U.S. Mint, 98% of melt on. So, what are some examples of these? Hey, there's some sovereigns. What is this thing under here? Oh, it's a scrubbed. Look how clean that $10 lid is. Here's a 1/10 ounce gold bar, 98% of melt on. 1 ounce gold bar, some more sovereigns. So, what is that? A peso. All that type of material, 98% of melt on. Same if you have modern foreign fractional gold, such as 1/10 ounce, 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce Maple Leafs, for example. We would pay 98% of melt on those. What else? Older foreign gold, such as those sovereigns. There's marks, ducats, francs, pesos, liras, coronas, ducats, all that type of material. 98% of melt on it. That won't change, I don't think, in the future. Paying 99% on 1 ounce foreign gold may, but through the year, we are going to be paying 99% on 1 ounce foreign gold. Now, what are our hours moving forward? Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. We're going to be open till noon tomorrow. And then on New Year's Day, which is Thursday, we will be closed for inventory. All right, folks. 1 ounce gold eagles, 1 ounce gold buffaloes. We buy them at the spot price of gold minus 1%, sell them at the spot price of gold plus 2%. We got a chunk of gold eagles in the stock right now, 1 ounces. No buffaloes, got cleaned out yesterday, but we do have some 1 ounce gold eagles available. Not a ton, but some if you're interested. All right. 1/10 ounce gold American Eagles. We are now paying melt plus 2% on them, selling at melt plus 5%. 1/4 ounce gold Eagles, we're paying melt on them, selling at melt plus 4%. I am sold out of those. 1/2 ounce gold Eagles, we buy them at melt, sell them at melt plus 3. If you're interested in selling us some, please reach out to us. Come on in. We'll be happy to help. And now Platinum Eagles, I am sold out of these, but we do buy them at the spot price of platinum plus $50 per ounce. I'm always asked, hey, what do you buy of 1 ounce foreign platinum coins? Currently, we are buying them at the spot price of platinum. If you have Platinum Eagles, though, spot plus 50. All right. Coal silver dollars and junk 90. I'm kind of changing up how I report this now. We are buying both at minus $7 per ounce and selling at minus 3. That is for your common date Peace and Morgan silver coal dollars, random dates. Yeah, random designs, so please don't ask for specific designs or specific dates. They are all common dates. They are all random. They are all in cold condition. Paying -7, selling at -3. Same as junk 90, silver dimes, quarters, and halves, 1964 and before. And we are loaded for bear on this. We took in a bunch yesterday. And we sold a bunch too, but we took in a bunch, so we are loaded for bear on junk 90, 1964 and before, silver dimes, quarters, and half dollars. So on coals and junk 90, we are now paying spot -7 and selling at spot -3. All right. 40% silver, still buying at -9, selling at -6. That's for 1965 and before. Oh, there's a bicentennial in there. 40% silver, half dollars, Kennedy half dollars. You might find a bicentennial like that one there in top. Still 40% silver though. 1965 to 1970, 40% silver, half dollars, buying at -9, selling at -6. All right, generic silver we're out of. We got, I had that big dump on Friday, so we got rid of over 7,000 ounces, sold out what we had a little bit of yesterday. We are now buying generic silver at -2, and we will be selling it at spot once we get it back into the shop. I don't know when that's going to be, but as people sell it to us, we'll make it available. All right, off-quality Silver Eagles and retail-friendly Silver Eagles. We're now buying them at the spot price of silver. Off-qualities we are out of, but we'll sell them at the spot price of silver plus $1 per ounce once they become available. And retail-friendly, we are now selling at spot plus $3 per ounce. But I'm pretty much cleaned out on these guys. Cleaned out off-qualities, retail-friendlies. I have maybe 2 tubes left. We got hit hard yesterday on our Silver Eagles. The off qualities, I dumped a lot of that material onto the refinery in that 7,000 ounce deal. So I burned through a lot of that, kept the retail friendly stuff, but we got hit hard yesterday on that. Sold over 1,000 ounces yesterday. So running lean on Silver Eagles and running lean just about out of generic 999 silver. But as we get it back in and process, we'll make it available to you guys and gals. All right, how do we accept payment? We accept payment via cash, wire, Zelle, personal checks up to a 2-week hold up to $7,500 in value. Let me talk to you about Zelle for a minute, guys. I don't know what's going on with it. It's not, it's just not working the way it used to. Sometimes, as of late, Zelle payments are taking hours for them to come in. One took 3 days before it finally hit the account. It is no longer a tool that you can count on to be able to use here in the shop for payment. You can try, but at the end of the day, it just may not work. So it's just the way it is. Once we start shipping again, it'll be fine to use because there's a time lag between payment and shipping going out, so that's fine. But live here in the shop, do not count on Zelle being available anymore. I don't know what's going on the back end of it. It's just not working as fast as it used to. We also accept scrap gold jewelry at 90% of its value and scrap sterling silver at 80% of its value. So let's talk about gold jewelry for a second. So if you got old gold jewelry laying in the bottom of your jewelry box, such as 8 karat, 9, 10, 14, 18, 22, 24 karat gold jewelry, we'll buy it at 90% of its value. What determines the value? Well, the weight of the material, the purity of the metal, and then also whatever the price of gold is at the time of the transaction. What are we talking about? Old class rings, chains, earrings, bracelets, necklaces, watch fobs, lapel pins, brooches, any of that type of material, wedding bands, anything that's just laying around you don't wear anymore, it's broken, it's brand new, never wore it, don't like it, it's out of style, whatever may be the case, we will buy it at 90% of its value, or you can use that towards the trade of stackable precious metals at 90% of its value. Every day people take advantage of both options, so we're happy to help with those transactions if that makes sense for you. All right, so world alloyed silver coins such as the 80% silver Canadian coins or the early Mexican peso coins. We buy at 80% of value. Same with sterling silver flatware, tableware, hollowware, sterling silver rounds, and tea sets. We will pay 80% of value on that. All right, guys and gals, we are Vermillion Enterprises. Today we are open until 4. Tomorrow we'll be open until noon for the holidays. Thursday we will be closed. Friday and Saturday normal hours. All right, you guys and gals have a great day, and we'll talk with you later. Thank you.